What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Small Talk Podcast. I am your host, Ron, and today we'll be covering NFL free agency, Commanders aggression, and Maxx Crosby not going to the Ravens. As as reported, Ravens have offered 2 first-round picks for them. That is not happening very clearly. I'm going to share my screen here. So we will go. Whoa, let me switch this here. 1 second. Let me see. Let me stop for a minute. Share screen. Boom. All right. There we go. And as you can see, Daniel Jones has signed a 2-year deal, $88 million to stay with the Colts, as we see here. What do you guys think about that deal? 2 years, you're getting 44 guaranteed a year. That's I think that's an overpay for Daniel Jones, to be honest with you. So let me go to that Maxx Crosby. That Maxx Crosby deal that we have here. Raiders can't pay him now because of the money that they've spent. So, got USA Today. Maxx Crosby will not be going to the Ravens because of a failed physical. They knew his knee wasn't that great, but yet they still. That's crazy. It's insane what they're doing right now. And then obviously NFL free agency. We have Malik Willis signing a 2-year deal, 3-year deal with the Dolphins. So Malik Willis tracked signed a 3-year, $67.5 million deal with the Miami Dolphins. So he's getting 45 guaranteed and a 22.5 million signing bonus. And honestly, I think that's a good move because in the time Malik Willis played, he's been a solid player for Green Bay in the time he's played. So I really think that move is going to help the Dolphins and not ruin what they had. So now, and Tua, obviously, Tagovailoa signed with the Falcons on a 1-year deal. And Commanders aggression. Let's go to teams. Jeez, I can't even. Sorry, guys, bear with me. All right. Commanders free agency. Let's do this. So I'm going to do this. So we've heard a lot about the Commanders being aggressive in free agency. And as you all know, this morning we signed Clavion Chason to a 3-year deal, 1-year deal. Yesterday we signed Leo Chenal, which I think is going to be a good pickup for us. He's an aggressive linebacker, runs a sub 4.6, and he said he loves tackling and he's aggressive, which Durante Jones wants as the defensive coordinator for Washington. And then we signed Amik Robertson to a 2-year deal, $16 million. 9.3 of it is guaranteed. So now the question is, do we move Mikey outside and keep him in the slot? And then obviously we saw this morning. 1-year deal, he's getting $12 million with incentives. Mariota's back on a 1-year deal to back up Jaden Daniels. Tim settled back in Washington after 3 years in Houston. And I think this is a good pickup because depending on what front we run, a 3-4 or 4-3, he can play. And he's depth. Oh, Cowboys bringing a familiar face back. Tyrese Wheat on a 1-year deal with the Lions last year. Good depth piece. Ooh, Bills might make some moves here too. Let's see. KJ Britt signing with the Patriots, was with the Dolphins last year. And we saw Daniel Jones agree to $88 million. He signed that transition tag this year, which allowed him to speak to other teams. However, obviously, we can see he's back with the Colts. Why is Fender on my screen right now? Am I? Let me hold on. Make sure my screen is correct. Wonder why my screen looked like that. Hold on. So then I'll just share the window with you guys. So we'll do this. Yep. Then there we go. All right, now that looks better. And remember, we gotta don't forget the Bills traded for who they trade for? DJ Moore, who was previously with the Chicago Bears. I think that's a good move for him. Josh Allen finally has a legit number one. Khalil Shakir, good number two receiver there in Buffalo. Let's see his stats from this year. Khalil Shakir. So Khalil Shakir, 26 years old, drafted in the 5th round. Runs a 4.3. Okay. So, and let's see his stats. See his stats for this year. I think he may have had 800 yards. I'm guessing. So let's see. Khalil Shakir. 719, yep. 4 touchdowns this year. So that's a good number 2 receiver right there. We're going to cover more Commanders today. See who they sign in free agency today. I think they go more offense this time around. Let's see. Let's check X real quick. Okay. Let's see if Schefter tweeted. Let's see. Wow. Look at this. So breaking down Daniel Jones's contract with the Colts. 88 million is the base value. You're getting 50 million guaranteed at signing. 60 million for injury. And then you have a max value of 100 million. They overpaid. They 100% overpaid for Daniel Jones. That's not worth it. Ooh, Lamar. Wow. Lamar getting restructured. So now, wow. Now Ravens have 40 million in cap space. What other moves do the Ravens make? Because that's huge. After Maxx Crosby not going there, that is a huge deal for Baltimore. So let's see. Look up a Meek Robertson highlights. A lot of people are mad at this move. I like the move because Durante Jones wants to be aggressive and he wants turnovers. Uh, Picked off. Meek Robertson. That's why you make this move. This is why you make the move. Good tackler, good in coverage, plays slot, very versatile. Boom. As we can see here. Look. Look at this. Look, incomplete. And people are mad at this signing. I, I don't get it. That's a great play. This is why you get this guy. Aggressive, can force turnovers, forced fumbles last year. Boom. That's the 3rd and 6. They gotta punt the ball now. Woo! This is why you get him. And you're not overpaying for him anyway. This is why you get this deal done. This is why. Aggressive, likes to attack the ball, good tackler. That sounds like my slot receiver, right? That sounds like my slot corner. And we're awaiting a Brandon Ayuk. We're awaiting Brandon Ayuk, who's only 27, and we want to get younger faster. Let's see. And he's on the reserve left squad. So depending on if he gets released today, we may sign him today. Obviously, I think we're going to get Rashad White as well. And you don't have to rush to get Rashad White. Let's see. This is why you don't rush to get him. 2022 his first year with the Bucks, 481 yards. He had 990 in 2023. Yep. Rashad White is most likely going to sign a 1-year deal, 2-year deal, maybe. We'll see. And not only that, you can sign Brandon Ayuk to a vet minimum, just like Jawan Jennings. So we'll see what happens this time. As you can see, the first 2 days, we were focused on the defensive side of the football because last year we were 31st. That's not good enough. The reason why you signed Leo Chenal, Amik Robertson, Odafe Owe, 4 years, 100 million, 68 of it guaranteed. That's why you signed these guys because this you want pass rush. Leo Chenal is good in coverage. He can rush the passer, stop the run. He can do everything you asked him to. And he runs a 4.53. He runs a 4.53, guys. This is what you want in a linebacker. This is exactly what you want. Because if you keep Bobby Wagner, Bobby Wagner's what, 36? Let's see. Bobby Wagner age. 35 years old. I'm turning 36 in June. Now, whether he's willing to take a backup role, I'd take him in a heartbeat, but he's not. I'd take Bobby in a heartbeat if he's willing to take a backup role in DC, but he is not. Let's see. Young tight ends available. We missed out on Likely to the Giants. Chigo Conquo. I'm going to look out for that. I'm looking out for Chigo Conquo to come into DC and make an impact right away. He and Jaden just followed each other on Twitter and Instagram. Chig Okonkwo. See how many yards he had last year. Only 26. It will not. Let me go to the ESPN. ESPN. Let's see. No NBA. No. I need NFL. Chigo Okonkwo. This was 6 days ago. Jonathan Grenard might be an option too. But I'm not trading a pick for him. I would not trade my picks for Grenard. We only have 6 picks in this draft. I'm not doing that. Okay, let's see other moves going on. Let's see if Adam Schefter got anything. Let's see. Brendan Cock re-signs with Green Bay on a 1 year, $2.5 million deal. Dude, this still doesn't make sense to me. So you Ravens deal 2 first-round picks for Maxx Crosby. Fell physical with his foot, obviously denied the trade. And then you sign Hendrickson anyway. It doesn't make any sense to me. Why? Why go out and get Maxx Crosby when you know you're going to sign Trey Hendrickson anyway? Why? Let's see. And then obviously we got extended players like Treshway, probably on a 1 year deal. Andrew Wiley's back to be our backup tackle or swing offensive lineman. And Dietrich Wise had a good start to his Washington career before the injury. You could see it because we were causing havoc in week 1 versus the Giants. That game, I thought we were going to make some noise and this defense was going to be great. And then obviously following injuries, you got Jaden injured, Terry injured, and then Adam didn't want to sign him, which obviously I think that was part of the reason our season did not go well last year. Allegretti's back as a backup offensive lineman, but he might start at guard. We'll see. And Amik was just drafted in 2020, played 86 games. Odafe Owe is going to be a not, and a lot of us are mad at AP. Odafe is only 26, 27. So let's see. So now let's go look up Odafe Owe highlights. I think y'all are gonna love Odafe Owe. Y'all saying, well, Adam Peters sucks. But look, look at this. 7.5 sacks, 10.5, including playoffs last season. Boom. There he is. Sack. Tackle. Boom. Gets around the edge. Drake May's done. Look, 98. Boom. Drake May down again. Fumble. And he has a pass rush bag, which we don't. As a defense, we do not have any pass rush bags. But I think that's going to change here soon with our new D line coach. Look, pushing him back. Drake May down again. That's 3 sacks. That's 3 sacks on Drake May. Look. Down he goes. Good run stopper, good pass rusher. I love it. Nope. Fumble. Look, beats the guard with a pass rush move. Boom. Look at this. This is why. Nope. This is why you sign guys like this to create havoc up front. This is what Durante Jones wants, creating havoc up front. That way they don't have a decision to make. Coverage in the back, causing havoc up front. That is the model of our defense. And you can see it right here. Having athletic linebackers, athletic defensive tackles, giving me another safety, giving me another corner. Boom, look, bro, this is crazy. Look at this. Look, boom, pick. See, felt the pressure. Look at 98. Boom, pushing him back. Felt the pressure. Had to throw it. He had no choice but to throw that football right there. Pick. This is what we're going to do up front now. Create havoc. Can't double Javon. Can't double Duran. Can't double anybody on our D line now. Look at Owe again. Look at Owe. Run stop. Easy. Look at 98 again. Look. No one open. Sack. This is, bro. I'm telling you. Keep trying to tell people this defense won't be the same. And y'all are mad out here at Adam Peters. He's making smart decisions. Smart moves, smart decisions. He's not just gonna spend on anybody that's not relevant in DC. Look, offensive side of the ball now. because this is potentially what you can get in Brandon Ayuk. Boom. This is potentially what you can get from Ayuk right here. He gets open, runs good routes, good hands, and Jaden wants him here. And this is gonna open up the game for Terry. Boom. Look. Look at Purdy. Look at Ayuk open all the time. Open. This is what you can. This is production. Boom. Ayuk, low catch. Good catch. Ayuk. Here's Purdy. Boom. Ayuk, first down. Open. Imagine with this under center offense we're gonna run now. Man, look at this. Look at Purdy. Boom. Ayuk open. Look. Boom. Open. Caught. First down. And you tell me you pair him with Terry. Terry's not gonna get open? Come on, man. Stop it. Boom. Catch. Boom. Here's Purdy. Again. Boom. Ayuk open again. Boom. Purdy. Looking deep. Boom. Ayuk. Yards after catch. Look at this. Wide open. No one around him. Nobody. And some of y'all don't want Ayuk. But only thing he has to prove to me is he healthy. Ooh, look at man. Stop. Look. Open again. Yeah. This style of offense is gonna be the one we need. Ayuk over the middle, running deep. Terry can do everything. This is what we need as an offense. Under center more play action, more running the ball. That's going to open up this passing game a lot. And we know Jaden can do it. He's done it in high school. He's hasn't didn't do it much in college because that was a more shotgun offense. He's used to shotgun, but he has to get back to getting his footwork right for shotgun. Let's see any more news from Schefter. Let's see. Ian Rappaport or Adam Schefter. Let's see. Any more news? Nope. No more news from Schefter. But man, I want to see how this Maxx Crosby deal has been reacted to. The Everybody's mad, dude. Look at this. This is Tom Grossi. This is crazy. He failed a physical. That's what he did. Dude's knee is gone, bro. Dude's knee is out. It's crazy. Man, this NFL. Let's see. How many trades happened in the last few days? Let's see. So, Bills, Shane Buchele signed a 1 year deal. We know about DJ Moore getting acquired for a fifth round and a second round pick. That's a pretty good deal. Dawson Knox is back on a 3 year deal. Okay. Connor McGovern, 4 years, 52 million. Sam Franklin's back. And then Tyler Bass, 1 year deal. And then we know about Malik Willis. I think a lot of y'all are going to be surprised about Malik Willis. He's going to be really good for y'all. This is a sleeper right here. 45 million, 22 and a half guaranteed. Fully guaranteed 45. So that's 23, 22, 23 million. Oh, wow. Elijah Vera Tucker. Who did he play for last? Jets. So he goes to the AFC East again. He's an AFC East rival now. Elijah Vera Tucker's pretty good. Pretty good. And Patriots get Reggie Gilliam, who was previously with the Bills. Romeo Dobbs is signing a 4 year, $70 million contract. I don't know about that one. I think they overpaid, but we'll see what happens in New England here. In September. Draymond Jones, I think, is a good signing. And guess who's back with the Jets? Good old Geno. Good old Geno Smith. After being, well, previously he was going to be released. And then they say, you know what, now we'll trade him for value. So they got a 7th and a 6th round pick for him. Thing is, what are they going to do with Maxx Crosby? Do they release or trade him? Jelani Woods. He's not a big name. Kingsley Enagbari. 1 year, $10 million. Okay. Joseph Osai. He was the coach, right? Bengals. Previously of the Bengals. David Onyemata. 1 year deal worth 10 and a half. 99 million guaranteed. Tavondre Sweat is a great pickup for them. That's a fantastic pickup for the Jets. Got somebody that can run, stop, be a havoc wreaker up front for that defense. And Jermaine Johnson didn't really have that great of a year. Demario Davis back with the Saints, or well, back with the Jets, I should say. Nashawn Wright, pretty good. Yeah, I think he's one of the sleepers of this year's free agent class. Safety, $4 million. Max value of 6, probably with guarantees. Guarantee that he's staying healthy if he plays X amount of games. And Minka, that's going to be a good deal for them. $40 million with the Jets. Let's see. How much is Minka going to get? Minka signed a 3 year deal. How much is he going to make? Let's see. Contracts. So Wow, he's getting 13.33 mil. And his cap hit is 15.6. That's actually a pretty good deal. That's a pretty good deal for the Jets. Wasn't great in Miami. Go to New York, see what they can do. Aaron Glenn is still their head coach. I believe they're going to have a sleeper year if they can build right. They need to be able to build right. Jets have been in cap. Well, they've had bad years, just like my team, bro. Again, and this is what a lot of people they don't know. We had a good year in 2024. And people are really sleeping on us. But I'm expecting some news in the next 30 minutes here. If we get another signing on offense, I'm expecting Brandon Ayuk to be released today. Let's see. Brandon Ayuk. Has he been released yet? Expected to release Brandon Ayuk. Mm, I'd say you release him now. Because you release him now. That way you can free up your cap. Because right now he's not hitting on your dead cap. He's on the reserve left squad list anyway. Why not release him now? Because what type of deal did he get with the 49ers? Extend Ayuk. Let's see how much he got. Because he gets released, we're gonna sign him to a vet minimum. So he signed 4 years, 120 million. So that's 76 guaranteed. So he's about a $30 million cap hit if he was on the team, but he's not. Technically, he's not on the 49ers right now. Let's see, we got any more movements from Schefter? Let's see. Right. That's what haven't heard a peep of news about Brandon Ayuk getting released. Right. And we're expecting him to be released. And look at this. Look at this. Yo, y'all are crazy. Y'all are insane. Yo, that's crazy. Didn't even spend 5 seconds in Baltimore, and he said, "Yeah, nah, bruh, we're good." That's crazy, man. But what y'all think about this free agency class? Let me know down in the comment section or in the live chat on the right, because I believe it's a good move for us to get Ayuk, maybe sign Jawan Jennings on a 1 year deal. A lot of moves can still be made in this free agency class. A lot of teams looking to trade for picks. But we only have what, six picks in this draft? And I'm gonna give you my draft order too. I'm gonna give you my draft picks for this year. So we got the 7th pick. We have a third, a fifth, 2 6 round picks, and a 7th round pick in this year's draft. Because remember that Tunsil deal traded a second and a fourth. and then we traded a six. We picked up a six because of Ryan Robinson, and then we got Debo for a third and a fifth as well. Debo Samuel trade. Let's see. I know we got a second round pick, fifth round pick. So we got a fifth for Debo. So wow. So we traded him during that draft or just before. Hmm. Let's see. And K'Lavon Chason gonna be a good rotational piece. One second. So we got a fifth for Debo. Hmm. I don't think we're gonna make any more trades this off season because you're out of the market for Maxx Crosby. Bro, this is the deal for Maxx Crosby. They were expected to get 2 first round picks from Baltimore, but nope. They were going to sign Trey Hendrickson anyway. So I still don't see the point in signing and trading for a guy that you're not going to keep. And the Ravens have lost a lot of pieces this offseason. Let's see. Ravens lose player. Let's see. So they lost Tyler Linderbaum to the Raiders, Isaiah Likely to the Giants, Charlie Kosar, their tight end, to the Chargers, Draymond Jones to the Patriots, and Jordan Stout to the Giants. I don't know, Ravens, y'all. I don't know. I don't know, Ravens. It might look a little dark for y'all. Sorry, Ravens fans. Who the Cowboys get? No, they traded. Let's see. Rashawn Gary. Who they have? What they give up for Rashawn Gary? The 2027 fourth round pick. That's actually a pretty good deal for them. Let's see. Rashawn Gary. 28. How many sacks did he have last year? Let's see. Gotta look up Rashawn Gary. How many sacks did he have last year? Rashawn Gary. Let's see. Wow, so he had 7.5 sacks. So that's a good pickup for Dallas. And we know the Eagles signed Tariq Woolen. Tariq Woolen to me he has talent, but like a lot of people have been saying, he tends to lose focus on his job. Tends to lose focusing on other receivers other than his assignment. So I don't know if that's going to work out well for the Eagles, but You have Quinyon Mitchell now on the outside. I think that's a good deal too. We'll see what happens. But like I said, I don't know if that's going to be beneficial for them in their future. And again, there's no dominant team. There wasn't a dominant team last year. There won't be a dominant team this year. But teams are going to make moves to get better and better and better every year. But my sleeper team is probably the Dolphins. Letting Tua go, getting a new head coach, signing Malik Willis to a deal. My, and what about Tyreek Hill? Best landing spots. A lot of people were expecting Tyreek Hill to land back in Kansas City, but I don't know if they want him. Eric Bieniemy back. I don't like that move either. I don't like Eric Bieniemy on the Chiefs. Why? We had him for 2 seasons. He wasn't good. I'm sorry, he was not. Whoa. Okay, I was like, wait a minute. Tyreek Rams. Okay, to the Rams. Chiefs. But also, I'm going to say something real quick too. Again, Eric Bieniemy's calling the plays. Ugh, and he doesn't like to get receivers involved. He doesn't care how many touches you get or what you do. He says, I don't care about touches. We're just going to drag ourselves across the finish line. I don't care about your best receiver getting touches or anybody else getting touches. That's not the mindset you should have. If you have a good number one receiver, you should be able to get him involved no matter what. Give him 10 targets a game, 12 targets a game. There was a game Jamar Chase had 19 targets. 19. You find a way to get your best player involved. Period. No matter what. Kelsey's coming back, by the way. He didn't call the plays. George Pickens just got franchise tagged. Hey, but how y'all feeling about Mike Evans though? That's the one. I think he's gonna have a good year. Let's see. He has 60 million. He's getting 60 million guaranteed. That's crazy. Hold up. Mike Evans contract. Okay, I thought that said so he's getting 42 million in 3 years, so 16 guaranteed. 32 years old. Another weapon for Brock Purdy in that offense with Shanahan calling the plays. That's a great pickup. Let's see. Ooh, who else got traded or NFL signings? Let's see. Spot Rat. Brendan Cox just got signed today. Tommy Townsend from the Giants. Afrinate Jennings released by New England. Lamar just got restructured. Josh Allen just got restructured as well to bring to clear 12 million in cap. Byron Murphy, okay, still with Minnesota, but converting that 14 million to 11. That's good. Grant Calcaterra, Patrick. Whoa, Patrick Ricard leaving the Ravens to go to New York. And we signed Leo Chenal yesterday. That's good. Thing is, we also need a center. He's not starting, I don't think. Let's see. Odafe Owe, $100 million. Obviously, we knew this was going to happen a while back. Mariota back. J.K. Dobbins. We're okay. Extension, 2 years, 20 million with Denver. Alontae Taylor, 58 million guaranteed. That's a good pickup. Brian Cook, good safety. Zion Johnson, guard, 49.5 million. This was surprising. I thought we would have brought Jahan Dotson back, but AP says I need fast and physical, so he is not coming back. I was we seen this the other day, March 9th. Laramie Tunsil agreeing to a $60.2 million deal with the Commanders. So Minka was traded and then signed a 3-year, $40 million contract. Aubrey was going to be back with the Cowboys. There was no way they were going to let him walk. Best kicker in the league? No. Jordan Lewis from Dallas. What, 2 years ago, I think? He was there 2 years ago, signed with the Jags. Pretty good deal. Wow, a lot of these contracts getting restructured now. Treylon Burks. I'm intrigued about Treylon Burks. I am very intrigued to see what he can do. He's 26 last year. He's turning 27 this year. Okay. And a lot of let's see who was in on, bro. Ayuk needs to get released, man. We got no news yet. Ayuk, no news yet. We need news about this man being released so we can do something. Brandon Ayuk. Martin. Well, hurry up and release him. You're planning to release him. Release him. Okay, that's 20 minutes ago. He's not going to the Steelers, yo. He won't be going to the Steelers. No. Ayuk clearly wants to be in Washington, and we're saying Steeler. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about, guys? We're really talking about Ayuk being a 49er. Or, I'm sorry, a Steeler. That's not happening at all. Let's see, we got new. Obviously, we got that news. Yeah, we're going like that. I like this. First 20 million linemen, 25 million linemen, 30 million linemen. Let's go. Really? Really? But anyway, back to the topic at hand. So Ayuk most likely to DC. Was that? Am I not sharing my? But yeah, what y'all think about all that? Got Crosby not going to the Ravens after failing his physical. We've got Ayuk potentially being released. He needs to be released already. Hopefully. Um, but yeah, we got trades happening. Look, Linderbaum may not be out because of what happened with Maxx Crosby, so we'll see. Hey, can we swoop in and steal him? Oh no. I need Adam Schefter. I need to post something. I need Adam Peters to make a move at receiver. Let's see. Not sharing system audio was crazy. We got any news? Okay, let's refresh. Man, ESPN got anything? Okay, nope. No updates. Okay. Well, yeah, guys, I think that's pretty much it for this first episode of Command of Small Talk. Make sure y'all hit that like, hit that subscribe, and comment if you're new. Let me know what you think about this NFL free agency. Until next time, peace.